In today's video, I'm sharing my thoughts and impressions after 6 months of using the Robinhood stock trading app and the 3 main reasons why I still think it's one of the best ways to get started in the stock market. Hey guys, this is Eric of Immersive Tech TV, and on this channel I review awesome apps, tech gadgets, and create app tutorials. So if you're new here today, definitely consider subscribing to catch future investment app videos just like this one. So before I share my experiences using the Robinhood app after 6 months, I first want to give a quick recap on what the Robinhood app actually is in case you're new to Robinhood. Robinhood is an easy-to-use stock trading platform that is completely mobile-based, available on both Android and iOS devices. Robinhood has a user-friendly feel, and the app has an extremely clean and clutter-free design. At the end of the day, the biggest appeal of the Robinhood stock trading app that still separates it from other investment apps is its $0 commission trading, making it completely free to use. This zero commission free trading structure, in addition to their no minimum investment requirement to get started, truly makes investing accessible to all people on this platform. So I first began using the Robinhood stock trading app roughly about 6 months ago, which is actually when I made my first Robinhood review on this channel. At the time, I had been looking for a way to get started investing in the stock market, even if it was just small amounts. So this was actually my first real investment app that gave me my first real exposure to the stock market. So my first positive impression of the Robinhood app during my first 6 months is that I definitely love how it's completely mobile based. I love throughout the day being able to check right in the palm of my hand any investments I may have, any stocks that I'm currently watching, or any trades that I might be looking to make. And while it is true that larger brokerages such as E-Trade and Charles Schwab and Fidelity have apps as well, the way I have experienced it is that those larger brokerages, they're mainly designed to be used on a computer, on a desktop, and their app is kind of just an add-on. It's not really mobile intuitive. Robinhood, on the other hand, was built from day one to be a completely mobile-based platform, and because of that, I found it to be a better trading and investing on-the-go experience. And the second major positive impression that I've had of Robinhood during this first 6 months is that it's been actually very safe and secure to use. I'm not gonna lie, when I first joined 6 months ago, I was initially kind of hesitant because, let's face it, it is a relatively newer brokerage as opposed to larger brokerages that have been around for decades. Robinhood has only been around since early 2013. But during this time, like I said, I've made several withdrawals and deposits to my bank, and I've had no issues so far. Secondly, I also learned that Robinhood is actually SIPC insured up to $500,000, and that's the exact same type of insurance that larger brokerages have as well. Two last factors I want to talk about in terms of the security on the app itself. The first one being Robinhood has a login pin. So let me show you right here. Every time you close out the app or switch to a new app, you're going to have to log back into Robinhood with a pin that you preset. Now, I actually find this more convenient than having to log in with my account credentials every time, but it also still provides me security in case I leave my phone down on the table and someone grabs it near me. They can't make any trades on my behalf. Secondly, once you log into your account, in the settings you can set up two-factor authentication. And this is actually really impressive because not even a lot of larger brokerages, not all of them, have two-factor authentication set up. So that's a really nice feature to have, giving you an extra layer of security. Basically, someone, even if they steal your password and your username to get into your Robinhood account, they still need the second factor authentication to log in, which is basically your cell phone, because you'll be sent a text message to log in. The third major positive impression that I've had on the app is that there's actually a really strong community around Robinhood itself. Whether it be the community on Reddit or the community on YouTube, there's a lot of YouTubers like myself making Robinhood videos, helping the community out. And, you know, in the beginning, when I was first new to Robinhood, I was asking a lot of questions, whether it be in Reddit or on YouTube, and a lot of people helped me. So, you know, feel free to ask us for help. Feel free to ask me if you have any questions on the app. It's just a really strong community because a lot of people believe in Robinhood because it's providing a lot of accessibility with its zero commission trading platform that people didn't have before to get involved in the stock market. And the last positive impression I've had on the Robinhood app is that although limited, you can put in special types of orders such as limit orders, stop loss orders, stop limit orders, and these really allow you to automate your trades, automate your buying and selling. And while this feature isn't, unique to Robinhood, it's pretty much available on all investment brokerage apps. It's great that Robinhood has this feature as well. Like I said, it is limited compared to the larger ones, but it gives you enough of the basic order types that you don't have to always be watching your phone throughout the day. You can basically automate trades, set it up so that if a stock price hits a certain low, it automatically will buy it for you. Or if it hits a certain high, it'll automatically sell it for you. So that's pretty great automation. Now, I do also want to quickly talk about where Robinhood has fallen short during my first 6 months of using the platform. It's really the only bad thing I have to say about Robinhood. and that is that there's not a lot of research packed into the app itself. Because it is a free platform, it's very basic on the analytics. The line charts are just simple line charts. They're not advanced charts that you'll find in larger brokerage apps. And it's not a lot of articles and research to read on the stocks and companies themselves. But again, where Robinhood does lack on the research, it does make up with its clean and clutter-free design. If I had to put it best, probably the best way to say it is that there's really no fluff on the Robinhood app. It gives you all the basics that you need, and it really is enough for beginners to even intermediate investors and traders. Now, if you are looking to use Robinhood to take advantage of the zero commission free trading, then I highly recommend supplementing the Robinhood app with other free resources to read articles and news about these companies such as CNBC, Yahoo, Morningstar, and The Street. A lot of these have mobile apps which are free to download, you can get, and they're also available as articles to read online. Now, I do want to finish up this video talking about the 3 main reasons why I still think Robinhood is one of the best ways to get started in the stock market. The first being its price point. Again, this has always been and still is the biggest draw to Robinhood. It's $0 commission trading, completely free to use, free to buy, free to sell. And when you think about that, it really does make a big difference because larger brokerages charge as much as $7 per trade at the moment. They actually used to charge $10 and some of them lowered it to $7, and the ones that used to charge $7 per trade lowered it to $5. But there's still way more than Robinhood, which is 0. And if you think that doesn't make a difference, let me show you an example. Let's say you buy a $70 stock today. A week from now, that stock goes up $7 with some big news. It's now a $77 stock. Let's say you want to sell it. If you bought that one stock on Robinhood and you sold it for $77 after buying it for $70, you walk away with a $7 profit because there were no commissions charged to you. Now that same scenario, let's say you do that on E-Trade where it costs $7 to buy and $7 to sell. That same stock, same scenario, just put you in the hole for $14. So it went up $7, but you had to pay $14, you're down $7. So on Robinhood, you made $7 profit. On E-Trade, you lost $7 profit. Same exact stock, same exact scenario. That's why commissions really add up over time and affect you negatively on larger brokerages. And yes, I do want to mention that Robinhood does have an upgraded margin account, which starts at $10 a month, a monthly fee. But that is completely optional, it's not mandatory, and they recommend it more for advanced traders. But if you'd like to learn more about Robinhood Gold, which that is, I'll make another video talking about that more in depth. And the second major reason why I think this is one of the best ways to get started in the stock market is its accessibility factor. On Robinhood, there's no minimum investment to get started investing. On larger brokerages, in comparison, sometimes you need thousands of dollars to get started investing just into their platform. So I really recommend Robinhood for those who don't have thousands of dollars ready to start investing. You can start investing with just the price of the stock itself. And the third and final reason why I feel this app is one of the best ways to get started in the stock market is that it's extremely easy to use. From the home page to the navigation screens, it's very easy to navigate. It's very easy to search for stocks, add them to your watch list so they're always on your home page. It's very easy to track stocks' progress with the charts. And while other investment apps I have tried, while they're good, Robinhood is the most simplistic, but in a good way. It's probably the most user-friendly experience of all the investment apps that I've tried. So in conclusion, I've had a pretty good overall experience using the Robinhood app during my first 6 months, and I'm looking forward to making a 1-year review in the near future. I also want to say, guys, on this channel, I'm going to be making a lot more investment app reviews, tutorials, and comparisons going forward because I enjoy these apps, and I'm also getting a lot of positive feedback from you guys. So if there's any particular investment app reviews, tutorials, or comparisons you'd like to see, feel free to let me know down below. So thanks guys for checking out today's video on the Robinhood investing app. Definitely subscribe to catch new weekly videos on more awesome apps, tutorials, and tech gadgets. And if you'd like to see my other investment app videos, you can check out the playlist right here. I'll also link it down below. Lastly guys, if you have any questions on the Robinhood app, feel free to leave them down below in the comments and I'd be happy to answer them for you. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.